Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2018. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you're watching live with me on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. Nitro Charge Boy, hello. And Rhea, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so we're still updating meta decks, no matter if it's tier 1 or tier 2, so that's why you're seeing Gardy on screen. Gardy has received quite a bit of talk simply because there's Evil Salad, thanks so much for the host. Gross meta, the servers were down for maintenance earlier today, but they're back online now. They were back online like 15 or 20 minutes ago, something like that. Tell Sam I said hello too. So yeah, Gardy has been getting quite a lot of talk because we're back to a format where Espion Carpenter and possibly Bigabulu are prominent and part of the meta, and then you have Gallade as an answer to Zoroark, and then if you just manage to set up this deck, usually feels unstoppable. Right to charge, ganaste un leak up de 60 personas con Sylveon, felicidades, muchas felicidades por esa victoria. Gardy's back, boys. It could be, it really could be. So we have Gardevoir-GX 230 HP, ability Secret Spring. Once you're in a turn before you attack, you may attach a Fairy Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Infinite Force deals 30 damage for every energy Gardevoir and the opposing Pokemon have, and Twilight GX shuffles 10 cards from the discard pile into the deck. So a lot of potential for Gardevoir. It definitely doesn't have Zoroark Protissimo, and yeah, Metal Weakness completely irrelevant pretty much, and then Dark type resistance is actually pretty decent, I would say. We have the Gallade as well, 150 HP, ability Premonition, where you get to see the top 5 cards from your deck and order them any way you need them to be. You also have Sensitive Blade, which deals 60 damage plus 70 more for every supporter card. Not for every supporter card, sorry, if you play a supporter card during this turn. Now, the fighting typing is very relevant, getting you a knockout on Zoroarks, which is really cool. And we have a 4-3-3-1 line. Then we have the one Alolan Vulpix for support. We have the Beacon Attack and Emotion Yo. Hello, I'm doing pretty well, thank you. How are you doing? We have Alolan Vulpix with the Beacon Attack. Allows us to try and set up by searching 2 Pokemon and adding them to our hand. We have the 1/1 Octillery line, which is pretty good to set up, or to help us set up and help us battle the late game end. And then finally we have triple Tapu Lele for support. Now we also have a Mewtwo tech, Psychic, to try and help deal with things like 2-hit killing Lucario more cost effectively, and also 1-hit killing powered up Buzzles. But of course Lycanroc GX is still a big deal for this. Supporters wise, we have 4N, 3 Sycamore, 2 Cynthia, 2 Brigette, and 2 Guzma. So we're back to 2 Guzma. We're down to 2 Guzma rather. Not ideal, of course, not ideal. But it is what it is. In order to fit everything else and in order to fit the Max Potions. We do have triple Max Potion to try and heal Gardevoir-GX consistently, prevent it from going down. Especially because with its ability, it can just power itself up immediately back up, which is really cool. And Azul, thanks so much for the host. Very kind of you. I don't know why I'm not getting notifications for hosts, but it's fine. And for one feels hello, thanks so much for being here. And then we have full roll for Rare Candy to maximize chances of getting that Gardy out early, or the Gallade even. Double Field Blower as an anti-Carpenter or Garbotoxin measure, 2 choice bands to increase our damage output artificially, and then 2 Super Rod for recovery purposes. 1 Parallel City to try and mess with opposing people who play Parallel City, or simply limit their benches, and then 4 DCs and 7 basic Fairy Energy round out the deck. We're super boost energy. Not a fan of Super Boost Energy here because decks right now, the format is really fast and there's so much pressure being applied that it's unlikely that Super Boost Energy... it's unlikely that we'll have 3 stage 2s that would provide us any benefit for Super Boost Energy, and then if we did, like, we would probably have the game won by that point, I would imagine. Hello Serpendage, thanks so much for being here. Very kind of you to be here. And yeah guys, we're still updating meta decks. I was thinking about how to improve like viewer experience, and I know a lot of you guys want to play against me, so I was thinking that that's usually what happens on Fridays, but I was thinking that I could definitely... Ooh, this is a weird bad hand. I could definitely be open to playing against you guys, like against subscribers. If people subscribe on Twitch, no matter which range, I'd be happy to play against you guys, like meta decks, to help you test and whatnot. I could take matches based on like requests. If you want to test a specific matchup, I'd be happy to play once per stream against subscribers. That would be a good way to encourage people subscribing and also get some more quality testing done, I guess. And okay, we get a good top deck. We seem to be up against Bottle Garb simply based on my opponent's deck box. And so I will definitely end here. Hello Joe Bro, thanks so much for being here. And for one, what do you think of Zorogarb? I'm not a huge fan. It feels very underwhelming and easily played around. It ends up being like a bad Zoroark deck in my opinion. Kevin, try Gardevoir-GX Talonflame and Super Boost Energy. No, I don't like that. Talonflame is just too inconsistent. Even though it adds consistency, like there's no way you don't play Octillery for late game, or at least Oranguru. There's no way you play Lele. You don't play Lele, but then you're decreasing your chances of Jose, thanks so much for the host. You're decreasing your chances of surviving into the late game. Serpentine, you've always found when you open Coco with Zoropod or Vulpix with other decks, the rest of the hand always sucks. Well, that definitely applied to our hand as well. Talonflame Boost is a meme indeed. You are early today, Joe Bro. You are indeed. And Silval Gaming, why do you say Tord? Why are you asking about Tord? Okay. So obviously Garbotoxin could be an issue. My opponent gets a very nice turn 1 Lily. And now Mewtwo will hopefully be helpful, although we don't know if it's in the deck yet or not. Assuming that deck plays a lower count of N cards, like maximum 2, maybe 3. So maybe our beacons will actually stick. And did my opponent get the Fighting Fury Belt? Seems like it didn't. Okay. So 30 damage on the Ralts is actually relevant, because if we can't evolve, okay, we can. Okay. I feel like if I'm gonna save that Ralts, I might as well do it this way. Like if I'm not gonna heal it, I mean. And then I'll evolve into Kirlia. I lose a Guardi, and I also lose the Max Potion, but that should be fine. Oh no, this is not Zoro Guardi. This is Guardi Octillery. Just a more standard Guardi with Max Potions. That's why you're seeing the Vulpix. Okay. So. This is an interesting hand. I would like to Ultra Ball for a Remoraid, but there's also a threat of Garbotoxin and my opponent's huge hand here. So I feel like it's likely that he'll have Garbotoxin already, so prioritizing Remoraid doesn't feel good. I'll bench the Ralts. And then the question is this energy. Do I attach this energy or do I not attach it? Does he have Guzma Garbotoxin? That's the question here. If he has Guzma Garbotoxin, then I would essentially be wasting this energy. I could Ultra Ball for Mewtwo. I feel like that's the best call. Rhea, simply because you won't always have... Yeah, Mew, like copying Mew with Infinite Force would be ideal. But you won't always have a Gardevoir set up. It's not like Zoark where you almost always have that stage 1 set up. Whereas Guardy is a stage 2 and there's always a lot of pressure onto your Ralts. So that's the reason why. Okay, I feel like double Kirlia is good because my opponent will probably go after that one. Yeah, getting rid of double Max Potion, I know, but I feel like I need to apply pressure back. In this matchup, I don't think the healing is gonna be that it's gonna be that relevant. Yeah, that's the reason, Rhea. That's the reason why. Otherwise, yeah, Mew is overall superior simply because you can just knock out Puzzle immediately. In theory. But there's that issue of, well, you won't always have a Guardy. Okay, so there's a Garb as expected. Thankfully went for the Mewtwo. Hello, Jeremy. You haven't missed much. We just started the match pretty much. Are we gonna see an end to remove the 2 Kirlias? No, we're gonna see a Guzma. See, so my opponent will go after the Kirlia. I'm glad I didn't commit that DCE there. Really glad I didn't commit that DCE. So you've only missed the initial struggle to set up here. Now the question is, will my opponent knock out the Vulpix? I would imagine he will. He might try to pressure Ralts, but he did see me grab double Kirlia. Getting 2 prizes would actually be not good for him because that decreases the power of absorption. Lex Velino. Okay, so he does get greedy, I guess, and go for the double prize cards. But this is where Mewtwo is really gonna shine. This is where Mewtwo is really gonna shine. Heraclinos, no te preocupes. No hay por qué agradecer. Para eso están las transmisiones y todo. Okay. Is there any new spies for Guardias of lately? Not really. It's all mostly about Guardi Max Potion, honestly. Okay. So we do find a Super Rod, which is pretty nice. To get back the Octillery, the Ralts, and probably the Guardi. Don't think I'll be needing Vulpix. I already have 2 Kirlias in play, so I'll be evolving the rest of the Guardis with the Rare Candy most likely, if like rest of the Guardis, right? As if I were powering up so many of them. And yeah, great top deck for sure. Great top deck. Okay. We see a Nest Ball for another puzzle, obviously. I would assume my opponent will try to go after the Remoraid. That's where I would put the 30 onto. But we do have like this advantage where Mewtwo is gonna trade exceptionally well against the puzzles, and then also one big Guardi will likely be safe from getting one-shot, especially because the strong energy are actually quite spread out. And yeah, my opponent does go after the Remoraid very smartly. But this Mewtwo is actually just gonna hold its own very nicely. Okay, touch another energy and then I can Cynthia and conserve the Sycamore, which feels important against a Carbotoxin deck because of the chances of N to 1 or into 2. It just gives you more outs. So yeah. Okay, so no Guardi, which is fine because nothing threatens my Kirlia at the moment. If I play Parallel City, that just means he discards Lele's, but that's fine. Because that way he doesn't play Parallel City onto me. Lex, muchas gracias por suscribirte. Lamento que ya no haya mucho contenido en español de TCG, pero agradezco que veas los videos y bueno, quizá hasta te ayude a practicar un poco el inglés, ¿no? And then we're gonna Psychic. If he goes after Octillery again, I might Max Potion the Octillery, but I might also Max Potion the Mewtwo. That sounds decent, honestly. That sounds decent. I was also thinking of Mallow in this deck. Mallow feels strong, even with the 1/1 Octillery. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Okay. We're gonna see a Max Elixir. It will hit. So now my Kirlia is threatened, but if he goes after the Kirlia, then Mewtwo responds to that. And then if he goes after the Mewtwo here, which he will, off of the Sycamore it doesn't feel difficult to get the response to this puzzle. I feel like odds should be in our favor. Yeah, Mallow could be greedy, I guess. You could try to Gardevoir with 3 Gallade and only 1 Gardy. I guess that wouldn't be a Gardy list, that would be a Gallade list. Okay, so definitely gonna play this since I'm gonna Sycamore. I will also heal with damage from the Octillery, and I'm gonna Lele for a Brigette just to thin. I'm not gonna play the Brigette, I'm just gonna Lele to thin the Brigette out of my deck because I really need a Gardy and any energy in order to get this knockout. There's the energy, there's the Gardy. So yeah, we got pretty much exactly what we needed. Like even more than we needed. We also got the follow-up. Field Blower. And just 1 Guzma gun, so we still have another one. I also get access to Premonition plus Octillery, which is cool. Dalton did a lot. If Sao Paulo was tomorrow, what would you play? Good question. I would probably play some sort of Zoroark deck, but I'm not exactly sure which one, to be honest. I'll put the DC at the top. Well, I'm gonna draw 3 cards, right? Is it back on for you guys? Can you see? The 3 cards were DC. Is it back? Is it back, guys? Let's refresh. Guys. Should be back. Refresh. Okay, we should be back. So technically I won that game, I believe. My opponent had nothing, and wow, the White Snake, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the cheers, as always. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Stream can't avoid the bits for sure. Stream can't avoid the bits. Thank you so much. Okay, we're back. Right, we're back on track, guys. So technically we won that game. We got the knockout on the puzzle. My opponent had nothing left. There was no way he was going to deal with that Gardy, I don't think. You posted twice, that's okay. Happy accident. Thank you, the White Snake. Iggy, hello Pablo, you have some advice for your first big Pokemon tournament? Yeah, I mean, it might seem like overwhelming, but each one of us started somewhere. Each of us started somewhere, and make sure you're ready with enough water and snacks to last throughout the day. Make sure you're going in with a deck that you're confident in, and yeah, that would be my best advice for you, I think. Practice a lot for sure. Y protísimo, el Fighting Free Belt no aumenta los 10 de daño porque es un bug, es un error del juego. Por eso es que no lo está aumentando, pero es un error del juego. How different is the atmosphere when playing at an actual tournament compared to TCGO? Is thinking even possible with all the noise going on? Yeah, I mean, I generally don't have issues focusing throughout a tournament. I think we're up against Pikachu, another great matchup for us. Okay, and now I need to take note of every game, so please remind me, guys. Buzzwole, Gardevoir, and we definitely won that one. Because I was lagging behind on keeping track of all the games, and it just... Okay. So I won't be able to beacon turn 1. I will be able, hopefully, to set up my Octillery. Not sure what we're up against, but I'm gonna guess Pikachu. But yeah, it's definitely very different, Jeremy, simply because right now I'm sitting here at home in my own setting and whatnot, but then the tournament is quite different. And hello, Jack. But it's really cool, honestly, it's really cool. Okay. Ultra Ball away. I feel like the Rare Candy and possibly the Energy or the Guzma. Probably the Guzma. Okay, so Remoraid is not priced. Nothing from the Gardevoir line is priced. No Pokemon is priced, actually. So one Field Blower is priced. One Rare Candy is priced. One Sycamore is priced. One N is priced as well. Or is it 2N? Yeah, it's 2N's priced, no Sycamore. And then an Energy. And then something else that I'm not remembering, but this is fine. Okay. Okay, so my opponent sends a happy face. We will send him one back. And we're gonna bridge it here for Remoraid and double Ralts. Now starting Vulpix is honestly very, very lucky. Yeah, like, I don't know, I guess it's dependent on each person, but I like to, like, I don't have any issue, as Double Cup Faded mentioned, like, I don't even notice what my opponents around me are doing, because I'm so focused on the actual game. Broken Vulpix start. This broke the curse. Yeah, this is actually a really broken start. Acerola and Grass. The Acerola makes me think this is not Pikachu. There's a Lele, so we're probably gonna see Lele for Brigette and find out more on my opponent's deck. I'm generally surprised at that Acerola though. My guess was Pikachu and it doesn't seem to be that. Oh, we're just gonna see a Cynthia, okay. We're just gonna see a Cynthia. Ooh, we're gonna see a Heavy Ball. That indicates Pikachu. No, okay. So it's just some sort of Colorless deck. Without Zoroark, I feel like the deck will probably be too slow. I guess Guzma but isn't exactly slow. Feel like Azul Tablemon always send back the angry face. Nah. Oh, if I had not discarded the Rare Candy, this top deck would have been so broken. Oh, it's Gollycarp actually. No choice, but still sucks. Okay. Oh my. This would have been so broken if I had not discarded the Rare Candy. That was an insane top deck. Still two Guardies in there. So what are the chances my opponent already has Guzma but relatively high, I guess. Rhea, thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you so much. That's for the bit rather. That's very, very kind of you. I feel like I should Sycamore. Losing the card is not that big a deal. And there we go. It really wasn't a big deal. Oh, Jake, GG. Yeah, I got disconnected. GG, Jake. Thank you for the game. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, honestly. Sí, manchas, definitivamente. Yo tampoco tengo muchos Ralts en Pokemon Go. Your first cheer ever. Thank you so much, Rhea. Thank you so much. Very appreciated. Okay, so Gardevoir. If this is anything like the Gollycarp that got second place in Memphis, it will have 4 enhanced hammers. I'll just commit to the Guardi though, no reason not to. And I'll Abyssal Hand here. Honestly was hoping for another Ralts. Now, I feel like I should Lele here, preemptively, assuming the worst scenario with Garbotoxin. So I'll just grab a Cynthia. Actually, oh, my other Guzma is priced. Okay. You thought most lists played either Sylveon or Diancie to get the stage 2s out reliably. That used to be the case, but it's definitely not like that anymore. Okay, I'll get Ralts and I'll get Guardi. I'm probably gonna lose something this turn, so this seems fine. I have this Squid, I'm saying, but I don't have a Field Blower, so if he gets Garbotoxin up, I won't have access to Octillery anymore. So I'm preparing for the worst case scenario. Oh, yeah, Protissimo. It's just a bug. That's what it is. It's just a bug. Okay, there's one Enhanced Hammer, and there's an N. Fair enough. So I guess my Lele technically didn't matter. The DC removal does mean I won't have Knockout on a Golisopod right now. We're gonna see an Ultra Ball. Probably for Garbotoxin Garb. Plus a tool card here, which is fine. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. We lose the Vulpix to our retreat. It might just be for Golisopod actually, to start applying pressure. If that's the case, there's a chance I get a knockout. Very slim, but a chance. Manchas! Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much for the bits. I too am struggling to get Gardevoir in Pokemon Go. I really want one, but it's gonna be a while. And I was walking with Ralts to get candy for Gardevoir, but then they announced the Mew thing, so now I'm walking with Magikarp again. Oh no, that second Super Rod top deck is actually really bad. Okay, do we just commit to knocking out this Golisopod? We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing another Fairy and a DC and a Guardi and a DCE. So we need those very specific cards. Yeah, let's go for it. Maybe I should have played the Super Rod to put back the Guardi. Ooh, we almost got there, guys. We almost got there. We're actually just missing the DCE. And okay. No, okay. I didn't mean to click Infinite Force. I thought I was clicking Secret Spring. It's fine. Ah, that was so silly. That was so silly. That was so silly. Okay, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No indication yet of whether my opponent is playing some sort of Rainbow Energy for Trash Challenge. Jack, I'm always streaming when other player you watch starts streaming. Who's that other player? Tú estás caminando con Wailord Manchas. Why Vulpix instead of Sylveon? Because Vulpix is one card and Sylveon is a 1-1 line and or maybe a 2-2 line. Okay, so my opponent decides to crossing cut GX. Understandable. And now our hand really sucks. And we can't pursue that because we don't have any Guzma left in our deck. So I'm gonna bridge it here for a Ralts, and then I feel like I'm gonna parallel myself. No, parallel him is actually pretty strong here. And then I'll attach to the Guardi. Yeah, attach to the Guardi the basic. And then I could retreat here to try to save the Guardi. But there's no way my opponent prevents the knockout, right? So I'll just pressure. It's also a 2k on Lele, which is good. How comfortable do you feel with the Guardian Mirror? It's honestly a match I haven't played in a while, but I did win a regional this season playing Gardevoir Mirror, like 7 or 8 rounds, all the way through to the final. So I'd feel okay with it, honestly. Ooh, okay, so my opponent gets a knockout with Lele. That's fine though. That's honestly fine. There's no way he'll be able to deal with this Guardi, I don't think. Like this Guardi could easily sweep all 6 prizes. People say misclicks don't happen in real life, but you watch someone say blow through instead of power blast and got rule sharked on it and lost. Yeah, I've definitely said the wrong attack name. I definitely said Fairy Wind instead of... No, I definitely said... Yeah, I said Fairy Wind instead of Magical Ribbon at the last regional, but thankfully my opponent didn't rule shark me on that. Okay, so do I commit another Fairy? I have knockout already. I guess I do. I'm not sure. I could get Field Blower out of my prizes. I'll save a... yeah, I'll commit the Fairy to the Guardi, then I'll Infinite Force. Okay, maybe I should have retreated. Not sure. And Field Blower. Okay, Field Blower guarantees we have knockout on a fresh Elizabeth. That's my opponent goes for. It should also set us up nicely for the late game, for the end game rather, by ending and getting a knockout, and then hopefully setting up another. Well, we actually don't have access to another Guardi because the 2 Super Rods. Ooh, oh my! I don't have another attacker. I in fact do not have another attacker. Oh boy. That can't happen in Magic, that's true. Okay, so I might actually have to retreat. Okay, Armor Press. So I'm gonna try to avoid the glitch. Oh my. Okay, or we can just top deck perfectly. Okay, so without the glitch, without the glitch, I would be dealing... If I heal Attach Fairy, I would be dealing 120 minus 20, 100. So it should be a knockout anyways. This Max Potion is actually super clutch. It's like a serious game changer. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Field Blower these 2, so I can use my abilities and so I can end my opponent a lot more comfortably. Because I don't have any more attackers left. My 2 Guardis and my Gallade are in the prizes now, are in the discard rather. And then this decreases the chance of him having an enhanced hammer, therefore increasing the chance of me just having a knockout. And then if we get a free turn, I might actually decide to Twilight GX. Honestly, I might decide to do that. I'll grab Lele to potentially grab another N. Lex Felino, ¿crees que sea bueno guardar mis Colorless GX para cuando salga Greninja GX? Sí, aunque no veo tan bueno a Greninja GX, la verdad. No lo veo mejor que el Greninja normal. Choice Band is pretty nice. And then, yeah, I'll just Infinite Force here for knockout. More than enough to where the Armor Press bug doesn't matter. Double Cup Faded. Basically it means, yeah, being a stickler for the rules. Like when it's very clear what your opponent intended to do and then you don't let them take it back or something like that. Manchas, ¿qué significa el icono al lado de tu nombre? Significa que eres el segundo lugar en bits. Si te fijas en el chat, no si estés viendo en Twitch, en una compu o en el chat o en la app, pero quiere decir que eres el segundo lugar en la carrera de bits semanal. En primer lugar está The Whitesnake, y en segundo lugar está Manchas, y en tercer lugar está Rhea. Okay, so my opponent simply passes, which is good, right? That's good. I feel like there's no reason not to bench the Ralts, and then I'm gonna Abyssal Hand. I don't even have knockout on the Garb, but I'm generally in no hurry to get the knockout. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Twilight this turn, just to play super safe, because I really need like other attackers. I definitely want the Field Blower back, probably want Super Rod, probably the Parallel, and then a lot of energy, the Parallel instead, the Choice Band instead of the Parallel rather. Probably don't need Gallade. at this point. Just the extra energy seems good. Maybe one Sycamore. Yeah, I guess I don't really need the Super Rod. I'll just put the Sycamore. Sounds better. So I was just saying, the icon next to your name is the bid badge for the week. So you're currently second place, Manchas. The White Snake is first, and Rhea is third. Oh yeah, I should have put back the Guzma, that's right. I should have put back the Guzma, yes. I feel like the Guzma just means we maybe win faster. You could beat the White Snake if you wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna see a Guzma onto the Octillery, and we're gonna see a pass. Oh my, I forgot. Yeah, the Guzma is now even more important. Yeah. Okay, so Max Potions, my opponent's just buying himself some time. So I'll just set up another Guardi here. We have enough energy to where I'm comfortable that I'll be able to retreat that Octillery. More than once if necessary, to just get the last 2 prize cards. I don't want to end my opponent, no need to give him extra cards. Okay, now we have, where's our Super Boost energy? Where is our Super Boost energy, guys? Where is it? Tell me. Okay. So, I'm gonna keep that energy. So I'll just Abyssal Hand, and then I'll retreat and knock out the Trubbish. I have double Field Blower, double Fairy. I've never used Secret Spring 3 times in one game. Or in one turn, rather. Everyone believes in Manchas, Rhea. Bottom card is Super Boost. Yeah, this should be game. There's no way my opponent recovers from this. So I'll keep track of this. Gardevoir Gallade against Golisopod Gardevoir. Funnily enough, the first thing that pops up is Golisopod Lurantis. Okay, so we played against 2 Gardevoir decks, and we did pretty well against both of them. So that's really cool about Guardi. That's the reason why Guardi could be good again if Gardevoir takes off, especially Espeon Garb. Definitely a lot more difficult to deal with Espeon Garb simply because of the variance of Confusion Flips, but not impossible by any means. What's your favorite card of Forbidden Lights, Vortex? I generally have not taken a genuine look at Forbidden Lights enough. Oh, my opponent did get the tool card. Okay, this is fine though. We had everything we wanted in our hand, so we can actually triple Secret Spring. Triple Secret Spring. We are all Manchas. We are all Manchas. Okay, and then all the energy. Let's see if we can draw all the energy to fully power up a Guardi. I could have, well, I'm drawing my whole deck anyways. And there we go. All of the energy onto Guardi 4 and a super amazing Infinite Force. And yeah, Jeremy, like Super Boost energy, exactly. If you already have 3 stage 2 set up with Gardevoir, you're likely going to win. That's what we mentioned. Guardi's back. It could be back, honestly. Definitely could be back. Okay, so one more game with Guardi. Yeah, one more game with Guardi sound good. Okay. Ooh, Lango. I feel like I recognize that name from Brazil. We lose a coin flip, and we seem to be up against a quad Hoopa deck, which Gallade on its own should destroy. Like Gallade plus Max Potions should be impossible for my opponent to overcome. Starting the Remoraid is annoying because, well, by going second, we are probably just going to lose it immediately. Unless we top deck an energy and we can retreat into a Vulpix. Ooh, we see a Wolf at start. So this might just be A mill deck? Yeah, it's just mill. Ugh. I hate playing against mill. It's always super slow and super annoying. So we know we're gonna have to set up a. A Guardi and a Gallade. Guardi to deal with Wobs possibly, and also for. Oh no, Gallade is prized. You're joking. Okay, so we're gonna use Kirlia, I guess. We're gonna magical shot against that Hoopa. That's not bad considering how good your hand is. But the Gallade is... I mean, mill decks usually don't play high counts of end, so we should be good here. Okay, so no Gallade means Kirlia is gonna have to put in the work against Hoopa. And energy removal is gonna be very annoying to deal with. Lusamine, that's fine. That is completely fine. Okay, imagine if Gallade was not priced, we could just Ultra Ball for Gallade right now. And we would be a-okay. We're definitely not gonna be using Max Potion. Definitely not gonna be using Max Potion. I do want one Guardi though. What do you think is better, Zoroark Golizabut or Zoroark Gardevoir? I feel like Zoroark Gardevoir is the stronger but more fragile deck. So Zoroark Golizabut is the more consistent of the two. Okay, this Remoraid should definitely be the other one. We get another Kirlia, which is cool. Now we're kind of stuck though. You're so glad you don't play this game competitively. Fair enough. Can be frustrating at times. I don't want to attach the DC, honestly. I will Brigette for Ralts. Okay. Te gusta Quad Huevo y solo una vez ganaste. Es que because Gallade is priced, that's gonna be a real issue, honestly. And then do I really just Sycamore away these? Like, Sycamoring away the Super Rod is not ideal. Then we pass. Like, we might just get Enhanced Hammered here. I would assume that's coming. Okay, it's actually not. Cool. So... yeah, it's better to attach this, because I can do this. Okay. So... Kirlia is gonna be our hero here. This deck, my opponent's deck is trying to deck me out. He's not trying to win by taking prizes. That's... oh wow, he doesn't have anything. Wow, interesting. I'm gonna attach here, and then my opponent's strategy, Jack, is to run me out of cards. He's not trying to take knockouts or anything. My opponent has so many cards, but he also hasn't done anything. So we know he doesn't have Flirt Grunt. So I'll just Infinite Force here. 1 in 6 chances we get Gallade here. If we get Gallade, we automatically win. Okay, that's not Gallade. Played Guardi with 2 Gallade. Yeah, I actually had 2 Gallade. I decided to play... oh my, Ninja Boy. For Spiritomb. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon... oh my gosh. Okay, so we just lost because this is the wrong Remoraid. We just lost because this is the wrong Remoraid. We just need to switch Remoraids. That would have been a win if we had just switched Remoraids. Yeah. Wow, what a good deck. Not really. I'll switch to the other Remoraid. That's the only reason my opponent won. The only reason my opponent won. Okay, so he Ninja Boy'd into a Spiritomb, which its ability is the active Pokemon can't retreat. No, I couldn't evolve and retreat because it's an ability. It's not an effect of an attack. So that's the issue. So yeah, I guess GG to my opponent. Guzma, you can't use Guzma if there's nothing on the bench of your opponent. So he was not going to play anything else. So that's why I had to concede. Like, there was no way for me to win that game. That's why he was waiting. And it's actually the second time I've run into that. So just because that really silly dumb deck exists, you should be playing the switching Remoraid and also not evolve into Octillery. Just because of that stupid card. Yeah, it's fine. Like, it's valid. You'll catch people off guard sometimes. The only reason it worked right now is because I had the wrong Remoraid. Otherwise, it would not have happened. And yeah, if you have the Wild River Remoraid, you get to switch out with your attack. So even if they keep bringing it up, you just keep switching it back out. So it's no big deal. Okay, so there's a Lele, there's a Rockruff. I would imagine we're up against Zoark, Lycanroc. Probably one of the toughest matchups. And then I guess I'll record that loss against Hoopamil. Ugh. I hate those decks. And I played Sylveon. Imagine that. Okay, so Zoark, Lycanroc. And yep, there's a Rockruff and there's a Zorua. The issue against this deck is the GX attack, of course. Lycanroc's GX attack is a big deal to deal with. The energy on Rockruff is very menacing. But by placing it on the active, he prevents me from Guzma DC knockout on the bench, which is smart. So I'll just have to bridge it here. And by starting Mewtwo, that means I don't have a retreat into anything. Yeah, you only run... Well, Jack, actually people do play those decks in tournaments. People actually do play those decks in tournaments. You'd be surprised. Okay, this hand is honestly very awkward. I'll attach to the Mewtwo simply because if he attaches DC and wants to start sniping Ralts, then I can retaliate with the Mewtwo while setting up. They're actually not meme decks, Jack. If you take a look at tournament results, mill decks are actually pretty valid and a pretty big part of the meta. Okay. So we see an Ultra Ball. Spoken like a true Sylveon player, yeah. I hate those decks and I played one of those decks myself. There we see Zoark. I'm gonna start seeing some trading. We see Energy Lodo off the top, which whiffs. And then we're gonna see a Lele. I assume for a Cynthia? Yeah. N would have been nice, honestly. N would have been nice. Quad Snorlax was a fringe meta deck for a while. Yeah, Quad Snorlax. I actually played Quad Snorlax a fair bit online only, not in real life. But yeah, it's actually a big deal. And the double tails flip on the timer ball. The double tails flip. Okay. Es un deck Zoar counter, algo para matar metal. Pensaba en Reshiram Designing Legends. No hay desafortunadamente nada para frenar a los Pokémon Metal. Sudowoodo es la única opción, Lex Felino, para que les devuelvas los golpes. Okay, so my opponent did get the DC Lycanroc. So perfect Cynthia for him. Perfect Cynthia. We're gonna be able to set up the 2-hit KO here. Losing another energy is not ideal, along with the Guzma and the Gallade. But this will just have to do for now. Oh my gosh, what is this hand? What is this hand? We're gonna deal 20, 40, 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. So Lele can follow up this, which is nice. This was a pretty bad hand though. People don't want to really think about matchups, they just want to disrupt and win. When mill decks rise, it indicates a format that is very rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, I mean, those decks are definitely just trying to steal wins. From, like, they prey on opponents' mistakes and weaker deck building, I guess. Serpentage, Azul misleading everyone with Timer Ball. Yeah, honestly, Timer Ball, not a good card. Jack Sylvan's legit. But seriously, like, big tournaments have been won by people playing... Oh my gosh, this hand is so bad. Big tournaments have been won by people playing... I believe Reggie Gigas Hoopa won a regional in Brazil or something. Okay, we are in a lot of trouble. This card is gonna be super costly. Like, unnecessarily costly. And I would like to have any sort of... No, I should still bench things. Hypno Snorlax. Have you tried Sylvan with Evo Shock, Ability Raichu, and Dio Sprays? No, because there's no way to get them back continually. That strategy only works when you can get cards back from the discard pile. Okay. We're in such a bad position here. I don't think we win this game. This is why Cardi is definitely not... Like, Cardi against Gardevoir deals pretty good. Cardi against these type of decks, it's just so fragile early on. Okay. What are the chances that my opponent already has the Guzma? But then this... Like, I'll only have one Cardi left after this. I just have to do it. And I wave the DC, of course. I wave the DC. Okay, so we'll just concede this one, because there's nothing we can do at that point. So another loss for Gardy. So yeah, Gardy does pretty well against Gardevoir. That loss against Hoopa Mill was ridiculous, but usually Gardy has a good matchup against Mill if they don't have those ridiculous cards, or if you're using the right Remoraid. And it has a bad Zoroark matchup, honestly. Gardy has a hard time dealing with Zoroark. It also has a hard time dealing with Puzzle. So when those two decks were super popular, that's why Gardy has been at its lowest point. Zoroark Gardy is different because it has the Zoroark engine. But this pure Gardevoir version, I don't personally like as a contender for the format. If Zoroark and Puzzle are big. If they're not big, then by all means, go ahead. Jeremy, if I benched the other things, I would have just allowed Lycanroc to knock me out. So I was trying to prevent that and taking a knockout with Lele. If I had gone into DC, maybe I could have made something out of the game, but it was not looking very good at that point. So that's why I conceded. So yeah guys, we're gonna move on to the next deck, which is Ho Tordonator, another deck which has potential, but it hasn't quite gotten there yet because it's a lot less versatile than its other decks. And yeah, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere guys. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. And if you're watching live here on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second.